The Chiefs are coming off of a massive win against the Detroit Lions on Sunday Night Football. And just when you think the Chiefs' offense couldn't get any better, they're about to add back their number one option. And that should absolutely terrify the rest of the NFL. But if you guys are new to this channel, my name is Michael Darcy, and you're watching the KC Sports Report. Do me a big time favor and hit that like button, share this video with other Chiefs fans, and hit that subscribe button. We are trying to hit 15K on this channel within the next month, and we can definitely hit that goal. But I want to jump into the big news in this video coming from Adam Schefter. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice's 6-game suspension is now over, and he is eligible to play Sunday against the Raiders. So Rashee Rice is back, 4 is back in the building, and he can play this Sunday against the Raiders. And all I gotta say is that everybody's gotta eat. And that's been the slogan, the catchphrase going around this locker room, is that everybody has to eat. You've probably seen the hashtag EGE on Twitter. That has been the, motto for Rashee Rice, and once he comes back to this team, to this offense, you are going to see them play at a different level. The Chiefs' offense has been unreal over the past 3 weeks, and you're about to add back a top 20 wide receiver in football. He is just getting added, thrown into the fold of a wide receiver room that has really emerged over the last month of the season. You've got great production from Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster's turned back the clock, Tyquan Thornton has emerged as a real player in this offense, and Xavier Worthy has taken that jump from last year. And you just add back another guy that this Chiefs front office and coaching staff is extremely high on. I mean, when everybody else was freaking out about the wide receivers, the Chiefs are very confident that Rashee Rice is going to not only get back to what he was pre-injury, but be a, top 10 wide receiver in this league. The yards after the catch ability, just the speed, the playmaking ability of number 4, you add that in this offense, and Patrick Mahomes just got his number one weapon back. And so I think that we are going to see this Chiefs offense continue to get better, and that is a scary thing. And I want to go ahead and pull up this stat from Matt McMullen. Over the last 3 weeks, the Chiefs are averaging 31.7 points and 404.3 yards per game. This offense is legit. The Chiefs are back, and that is absolutely insane. And I also want to pull up this stat from Jesse Newell of The Athletic. At the 9:30 mark of the fourth quarter versus the Lions, the Chiefs have scored touchdowns on 33.3% of their offensive drives this season per True Media Sports. It's the Chiefs' highest mark since 2018 and better than any of the last 3 seasons that ended in the Super Bowl. Rashee Rice returns next week. So just what I was saying about how this Chiefs offense has taken that next step. By that stat, the Chiefs are scoring on damn near 33.3% of their drives, and you're going to get your number one wide receiver back. And it's no coincidence that this offense is putting up all these points because they have so many different options on offense to go to. Last night against the Lions, Travis Kelce was the leading receiver. He had, a classic Travis Kelce game, but you're not going to see that every week. Once Rashee Rice comes back, I expect him to have, 10 catches for 140 yards. He's going to have that kind of impact because that speed, that ability to get yards after the catch, it is something that really nobody else on this team has outside of Xavier Worthy, but Rashee Rice is just different. I mean, he is truly a difference maker for this offense. And the fact that the Chiefs are at the highest mark offensively that they've been at since 2018, the best offense I have ever seen in my lifetime was that Chiefs 2018 offense where they just marched up and down the field. They scored at will. I mean, you got to think, though, they had prime Travis Kelce, prime Tyreek Hill, prime Kareem Hunt, who was one of the best rushers in football. You also had essentially a second-year rookie in Patrick Mahomes who was lighting up the stat sheet. He threw for 50 and 5,000. So if this Chiefs offense can even get close to that 2018 offense, you're also throwing a Steve Spagnuolo defense on top of that. this team is in really good shape. And I feel like Rashee Rice is the cherry on top to this whole thing because we have not seen, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown, and Xavier Worthy all take the field at the same time. It's always been an injury problem. Back last year, you saw Hollywood Brown get banged up in the preseason game. He was out damn near the entire season. Then you saw Rashee Rice had that knee injury. He was out the rest of the season. And then, with him being suspended to start this year, Xavier Worthy got hurt on the first offensive series of the game. So there's been so many injuries, suspensions, inconsistencies. And so we haven't seen these players all play at the same time. But Week 7 against the Las Vegas Raiders at Arrowhead Stadium is going to be the first time that all three of these wide receivers touch the field at the same time. And they are absolutely pumped about that. Like, the camaraderie that they have, not only on this team, but in that wide receiver room, they really have, a bond unlike anything that I've personally seen in the Patrick Mahomes era. And to see them have that chemistry, that, friendship among all of the weapons, I think that is a very encouraging sign because you look around the league and you see wide receivers like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith in Philly. They keep bitching and moaning that they're not getting targeted even when their team is winning games. Here the Chiefs are about to add back one of the better wide receivers in the National Football League, and to guys with big egos, that would be an issue. But when you've got Xavier Worthy and Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster that are just so excited to get him back into the fold, I think it just shows you the culture that the Chiefs have built in Kansas City. And like I said, everybody's got to eat. That is the motto that everyone on this team has taken over. You saw Patrick Mahomes tweet it out after the win. Everybody's got to eat, and it's going to start this week with Rashee Rice back on the field. And I want to talk more about this situation, and we'll do that right after a word from our fantastic sponsors. This video is sponsored by my friends over at DM Injury Law. Injured in an accident, you could be entitled to significant compensation, but time is critical. Rely on the experienced personal injury attorneys at DM Law, Kansas City and Missouri's top injury law firm. DM Law is a full-service personal injury practice supported by a large team of investigators, case managers, medical records specialists, and more. And best of all, you don't pay unless they win. DM Law operates on a contingency fee basis, meaning no fees unless they win your case. And they also provide free consultations. So if you've been injured, don't wait. You can contact DM Law today for a free consultation and learn how they can help you pursue the compensation you deserve. Let them handle the fight while you focus on healing. Hurt in a car wreck? Call Mike. Remember, Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement. Thanks to DM Injury Law for sponsoring this video. The Hollywood Casino at Kansas Speedway is the place to be. With over 1,500 slot machines, 35 table games, 4 restaurants, and an ESPN Bet sportsbook, there are plenty of ways to find your fun. For more chances to win, follow their Facebook, Instagram, and X. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Huge thanks to the sponsors that have supported me and this channel all football season long. Now, I also want to pull up this stat. The Chiefs are just one of 2 teams to feature 4 players with 220-plus receiving yards this year. Travis Kelce has 321, Hollywood Brown has 302, Tyquan Thornton has 272, which who would have thought that Tyquan Thornton would have almost 300 yards receiving 6 weeks into the season. Juju Smith-Schuster also has 225 yards. So Patrick Mahomes has been spreading the wealth offensively because everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to get involved. And I think that makes them so difficult to beat on a weekly basis because you truly do not know who the football is going to go to. It could be Travis Kelce one night. It could be Rashee Rice. They might, try to get very tricky on you and throw Tyquan Thornton at you. They've got so many different weapons that can beat you. And once Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco start running the ball a little bit more effectively, it's been better over the past couple weeks. Once they potentially trade for a back at the trade deadline, this offense is going to get even better, more balanced, more dynamic. And with the Chiefs' defense that they have, I don't know who's going to beat them. I mean, the Chiefs are in a better spot at 3-3 this year than they were at this stage last year. With all the injuries they suffered last year, with the offense struggling on a weekly basis, if you would have told me that the Chiefs were sitting at 3-3, but I'd feel better about the team going forward than I did last year when they were undefeated, I would have told you we're smoking crack. But that's just not where we're at right now. The Chiefs are in a very good spot offensively, defensively. They're getting healthier. And yeah, they've got some things to clean up, like the special teams issues with Harrison Butker. The defensive line still can't generate a lot of pressure. But I think that overall, this team is in a great spot, and they're only going to get better when you add Rashee Rice back into this offense. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. How are you feeling after that electric Sunday Night Football win against the Lions? They moved to 3-3, get back to 500, and then you play the lowly, Las Vegas Raiders at Arrowhead Stadium with a chance to go above 500 for the first time this season. And you're going to add 4 back into this offense. So I'm super pumped. Drop your takes down in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for watching that video. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Daily Chiefs content. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video. And as always, go Chiefs.